Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas, at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. What I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's got it for a big gain. Finally brought down, but the offense moving close to the red zone here.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
First down, looking to throw the ball. There's a screen pass to the running back. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
It's a quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, what a play by this linebacker. That option play got to the outside. I thought they had a chance on the perimeter, but the speed and the awareness of that linebacker makes a huge play.
This will be a challenge now. Second and goal, back at the 13. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught near the goal line. Goes down after making the grab, picks up a few yards, but it's short on the first down marker. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Important third down and goal now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC. We come out in the playoff game, Kurt. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Returner decides to fair catch this. first down here for this offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
And the running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And now from the pistol formation. Here's the handoff. Throws a stiff arm. Fights off a defender. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Keeping it on the ground here. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Off play action. He's looking to throw. He's looking deep here. The ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out. He's got some space. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Wow, what a play. A defensive score. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. The important 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
He'll hand it off. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown for the U.
What a call with a play action down inside the 5-yard line. Completely froze the defense. Their eyes are in the backfield, locked in on their quarterback. They lost focus on where he might be throwing the football. Made an easy read for the quarterback and a touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And looking to throw now on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
The back's got it. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Good catch made on the right side. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Penalty sets him back, makes it 1st and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's an out route, the catch made. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Snags the quick throw. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Tar Heels with 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They feed the fullback this time. Fighting for the end zone. Now the ball comes loose.
Oh, boy. If there's a single rule of thumb for running backs when they carry the football, it's to obviously protect the ball. This offense is basically entrusting the entire possession on your back to not only move the chains, but keep the ball from going on the ground and getting into the defense's hands.
And there's the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. First down and 10. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The Canes come to the line in the hurry up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. He's going to hand this off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. They're going to run it. The Hurricanes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
First and goal, handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Defense calls their third and final timeout of the half now. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick this away to begin the second half. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Miami offense is back on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
I love to see defenses be aggressive. They dial up the heat on this play, brought the linebacker on the blitz, and they get to the quarterback.
They go backwards on 1st down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's a quick grab. And he's tackled after the catch.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. It's a shotgun run call. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. Here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets made on the out route. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. And the Tar Heels hustle to the line and run the hurry up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Here comes a handoff. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The game makes it second and medium. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback is just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
And the Canes pick up enough for a first down. And here's the handoff. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Hey, it's a great job with this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Handoff to the single back. Fighting off the defender. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? The defense with more pre-snap movement. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. And the returner heads out of bounds. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And tackled after a small pickup there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost them 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. A penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll hit out of bounds to avoid the hit. Did not pick up 1st down yardage.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. And he's able to do that right here.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle, but 1st down.
There's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. He's escaping the pocket now. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And this pass is caught. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice 1st down.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Running back has it on a screen now. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball, he had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. They could use some yards here on 3rd down. A field goal try would be from 54. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be a first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Hit as he released it. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Well, at this point, the offensive coordinator has to think about going to the other quarterback. That's his 4th interception in this game alone. He's throwing the ball into coverage, and the defense is making him pay for it.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver makes the catch. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to bait this defensive line to believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for lost yardage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. But the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Not much on the return, but they snuffed out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Finding some room with the 25. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Holland. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
The Canes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
We reach the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Tailback with another carry. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. They'll run it from the gun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Third down. They don't gain anything from here. It's a 51-yard field goal try. It's press coverage now from these DBs. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Receiver makes the grab. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short completion to the tight end.
Well, I love this play call by the offensive coordinator. We get a tie game. You're around midfield. You come up with a big play. At the very least, you're thinking field goal, possibly touchdown.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch. Trying to hurry to the line here, just on the outer edge of field goal range. And the defense stops the clock with a timeout. 24 seconds remaining.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
1st and 10 play coming up. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Takes the handoff again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. So here we go. This will be a 51-yard field goal attempt to win the game. And it's good right down the middle. On And they've reclaimed the lead with that. After the late field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense a chance to tie it up if they can get into field goal position quickly. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Looking to throw it on first down. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And this one is dropped and incomplete as time runs out to end the ballgame. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed